Well, good morning. We're going to try again. Yeah, no, I'm not going to stop recording. That was the warning thing that came up and said it's the microphone's not on, but that's not true. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, um, the title for today's video is Energy Shift, Light at the End of the Tunnel. And at the end of tunnel. I didn't put that in there. As I was going through more court papers, I took a break to check recent postings on my current video. Someone posted an hour-and-a-quarter video interview with people from the National Liberty Alliance. I watched the whole thing twice. For me, it was taking in breaths of fresh air. I could see light at the end of the tunnel, which I had not been able to do for a while. Of course my energy shifted. I even got a phone call from an old friend that I had not talked with in over 3 decades. Possibly 4, actually, although I didn't put that in the blurb. Once again, I am hopeful that things will work out for good. And I don't think it's wishful thinking this time. At least I hope not. Looking back, looking ahead, not looking back, looking ahead again. And then here's the PayPal link for those willing and able to help me. It's been quite an ordeal, as going through all the court documents has brought back memories that I'd rather not think about. I'd like to get over and to forget. But there were crimes, actually, by police and others, including judges, committed against me through the course of this event. Now, when I say crimes, I'm talking about based on natural law that goes back to the Magna Carta. And then certain things were reiterated in the Declaration of Independence and in the original Bill of Rights and of the Constitution. And lots of things since the Magna Carta have recognized what God gave man, and that is unalienable rights. Unalienable means they can't be taken away. They're birth rights, if you will. But what they did in the current system is they killed us. They created a fictitious name, our name in all capital letters normally, and the name became our identity, and they used that fictitious identity to limit us and to bring all sorts of actions against us that would enslave us. When I say they, certainly there are people who seem to be human beings that have been involved in all of that, from the Pope to the City of London to Washington, D.C., the 3 main city-states that have run the cabal and the evil empire, if you will, but probably also spiritual entities. Now, in listening to the video that I mentioned in the blurb, and again, I did it twice. I had to go back and lift it again because it lifted my spirit so much. I realized that the small group of people known as the National Liberty Alliance are actually doing something that is going to be recognized worldwide eventually, I believe. But right now, they have noticed all of the sheriffs. When I say noticed, they have sent notices to all of the sheriffs in the United States. And this is critical, that the sheriffs realize that they are the highest elected office in any jurisdiction. They, not judges, not politicians, not mayors or other, not even governors or presidents of the United States. The sheriff holds the highest office. And there are over 500 sheriffs that are aligned with the National Liberty Alliance. I don't know how many sheriffs there are in the country, but 500 is a significant amount. And there are also people in the military that are aligned, and people in the FBI that are aligned with the National Liberty Alliance objectives, which is to return the United States to its constitutional roots and restore the natural rights of human beings living in the country on the land, not on the water. Admiralty law applies to the water because we are born from the water, as different ones have explained over the years. We come out of the water of our mother's womb. And so that makes us sea people, people of the sea, and they've applied maritime law erroneously. But we live on the land, but we've not been taught to exercise our rights. Therefore, our rights have been diminished and almost completely stripped from us, so that those that are in control could benefit from our natural gifts, talents, and abilities, and specifically our value. They have taken our value and made us live as slaves. This has been going on, and I've talked about this in many videos over the course of the 5 years that I've been doing daily videos. But I was talking about this even before that. But it was the lawsuit that created all of the attention that had to be created so that I would, I guess, pay attention. But it brings my energy really, really down to apply remedies that I find are natural remedies or are lawful remedies under common law, but are not recognized in the admiralty system of the court, which operates at different levels, and you don't even know which level they're operating at, and it creates tremendous problems. I mean, really, for me, but not only for me, but for thousands, if not millions of people who have been taken advantage of by this false system for a long time now. I mean, it is a criminal system. And as I'm filing the papers with both my attorney, but more precisely with the National Liberty Alliance, they will produce a habeas corpus and other legal documents. I say legal, other lawful documents that ascertain my rights, including the right to an actual trial, and giving them the right to defend their position, which I don't believe they can do based on truth, because they've lied all along. They made an agreement with me to keep my house as long as I would allow them to sell the other property that that was in the trust, the Mary Horgan Trust. And they moved the whole case from a trial by jury court to a court where there was no trial at all. So they've denied me my right to a free trial, to present my case before an impartial committee of a jury, people that were not partial and not knowing the case, and let them hear the facts. But they have denied me that. They've denied that all along, which is why I've been so frustrated. And yet I've always believed that spiritually there had to be something that is a corrective that would be put into place to address the serious issues of humanity being stripped of its natural rights. And I've tried lots of things over the course of years, and many of you that have been listening for any length of time realize that I have been involved in lots of things that I thought were going to be beneficial. But this time, hopefully, it actually will be beneficial. And because the National Liberty Alliance has done everything up front and notified all of the sheriffs up front what they're going to do, so they can't say, well, we didn't tell you. They've told us we're taking the country back. And it's always a small group of activists that get things done. And I believe that will be the case this time. And again, I see light at the end of the tunnel. I have felt an energy shift. I'm tired right now, but I expect to build back my stamina and continue on. Thank you for listening, and namaste.